I think the thing is, like many key parts of New Zealand infrastructure, it is 20 years overdue for replacement. And this is why
Yep.
there has been so much fight. National started the process of replacing it. And this is key for some of the things that they said today. That one of the options that they were considering was a refit of the current hospital. That is
God.
something that they ruled out straight out of the gates in 2017 because the information that they had said that it was going to be as expensive as building a new hospital, be disruptive for the operation of the hospital at the time, and deliver worse outcomes than building a whole new hospital. And I think if you think about it for more than a minute, that makes sense.
I think what you'll find is what they think
and
is
now
a
we're
fit
just circling
out
back to it. That
is very different from what a fit out actually would be. Their fit out might be a paint job and some designs. That's how they'll end up doing it. It won't be a fit out like you would expect to be brought up to modern standards.
The other thing I would say is this government, when Labor were campaigning, they made promises. They campaigned on the fact that this hospital was going to go ahead as designed, as pledged. It was going to be a leading facility that would look after this part of the country for the future. It was going to continue to be a premier teaching hospital.
This is in July 2023. So what's that? July, August, September, October. This is 3 months before the election. This is what our current Hairless leader said.
What I want to announce today is that the National Party is going to build this hospital, but importantly, we're going to build this hospital back to the specification that it was originally intended in terms of giving us the capacity that we need and that we will need for the future with the generations to come. And what that means in particular is that we're going to deliver all the beds, all the operating theatres and all the radiology services that the Labor government has removed from the original specification for this hospital.
There you go. And that's basically all you need to hear. It goes on for another 2 minutes, but basically he was saying when Labor got this plan, or when it was planned under the Labor regime, it was the Ferrari, to coin a phrase, of hospitals. Labor turned it into a Corolla. We're going to put it back to a Ferrari. And right now, what we've got is a Hillman Hunter from 1970s. That's what they're saying they're going to actually end up doing. So there's that one. There's also this one, Cherie, which you talked about, and you found this where? Do you want to speak to it?
This is from their own website. So this is from National's website. It is still up there.
A national government will build the hospital Dunedin needs. National's health spokesman, Dr. Shane Reti, and List MP based in Dunedin, Michael Woodhouse, say, if elected in October, National will deliver all the beds, operating theatres and radiology services that Labor removed. The cost of this commitment is $29.5 million. I don't quite understand that. Are they saying that they thought the cost of the whole hospital would be 29.5 million, or are they saying to put these things back in would be an additional 29.5 million and will be fully funded as part of the next national government's program of capital investment? And then, of course, come time to stand by your words, what we get from this government is this. That's what they say to us. Shall we?
I mean, I'm just going to put up a wee map again for people that are not in Dunedin, just to give you a little bit of context here. This is the site. Our current hospital is this block here.
Yep.
The new hospital is this whole area here. They have bought 2 blocks of the city to build out a new main hospital building, which is, I think, some of what we saw. Pat put up the video before. That is essentially this section of the hospital has been built. There's still all of this. And then there's the outpatients and research end, and there was even room for future expansion. So this is, when they talk about it, this isn't something that we're putting up for 10 years. It's not a Band-Aid solution. It is generational thinking. You build a hospital, you build it for 50 plus years. That's what they did with the old one, and we've outgrown it. It is old. It is time for it to go. And at every stage, like, I don't care if it was National or it was Labor, every time there was talk of downscaling, or maybe we'll put in this unit later on. All of this sort of thing. The city has reacted because we know if we let them do it, this town has had to fight to keep its neurology department. It's had to keep the ability to keep training medical staff. It has had to fight for everything because we're all the way down here in the bottom of the South Island. It is exactly what I have been talking about all year with National. And we mentioned at the start that they know the cost of everything, they see the value of nothing, and they are short-term thinkers.
Mm-hmm.
The problem that they need to solve is how do we build what we've promised? How do we build what this country needs? Stop saying it's Dunedin's hospital. It's the South Island's hospital.
Yep.
It's the country's hospital. It is critical national level infrastructure. And these guys are nickel and diming it.